Hi, I'm Noah Bombard, and here's what's happening in the ET Newsroom Thursday, April 1st. Now, the big story for the past couple days, of course, has been flooding. We've been keeping a close eye on the river levels and trying to determine which neighborhoods might actually be impacted. Now, the good news is, according to the National Weather Service, the water levels in the Shawsheen as well as the Spigot have actually crested and reached their peak and are starting to head down. Now, the one caveat on all this is the Merrimack River, which we've been watching very closely. Now, there's a chart we've got from earlier this morning from the National Weather Service, which shows their predictions of the Merrimack River actually cresting and heading down by now. But if you see the actual projections, they were shooting up a lot higher than what they were projecting. National Weather Service had predicted that the Merrimack would reach 23.7 feet at 8 a.m. and as you can see from the chart, it actually reached 24.3 feet. Now, of course, there's actually tidal influences on this as well when you get up toward the river toward the Haverhill area. So the question is the worst of this past? Well, the real answer is we're not completely sure. Although we do have water levels in the Spigot and in the Shawsheen going down, those both empty into the Merrimack. And if the Merrimack begins backing up, you could see those water levels rise again. Now, one of the areas we continue to watch very closely is that around the Central Catholic area, which was hit heavily during the last flooding. And that's not too far away, as you can see, from where the Spigot River empties into the Merrimack. Now, as of noon today, a lot of the major roads still are open. Last time we saw Route 28 in Andover hit, and we saw 114 here in North Andover begin to narrow down a little bit. Those roads are both still open right now, and unless we see some major backup in those rivers that would cause the river levels to rise again, they'll likely still be open by the evening commute. So what do we know for sure? Well, it's weather, and so you never really know anything for sure. But we do know the Spigot and Shawsheens seem to be heading down. Their Merrimack is still very high and could play into it, but at this point, it looks like we may have dodged the huge flood bullet. Well, if you've been dealing with water problems the last couple days, you may have been frustrated today if you were one of 22,000 customers who are without power in the Merrimack Valley. Now, a power outage that happened earlier today hit Andover, Boxford, Haverhill, Lawrence, Methuen, and North Andover. Now, the power was only out for a short period of time. National Grid spokesman said that they were able to reroute their grid a little bit to restore power to those homes. However, they're still not sure exactly why the power went out. Police in Haverhill reported seeing a huge explosion on the Ward Hill area just before the power went out. So National Grid is continuing to investigate that and figure out why we lost power. If you've been on our website in the last couple days, you've seen the Flood Watch blog we've been running. We're going to keep that going today, monitoring water levels, notifying you of any other road closures. Check that before your evening commute today. We should have that up to date, along with that interactive map where you can click on and see areas that were impacted by flooding. And just a reminder that all this and a lot more can be found at Eagle-Tribune.com right now.